Hello dear Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'm Michaela. Welcome to my astrology channel Today Energy, and this is your monthly astrological forecast for the upcoming month of July. Let's see, July will be quite exciting month, I believe, because Mercury, the planet of communication and travels and knowledge and meeting people, is super fast, very active, making a lot of aspects with other planets on the sky. So we're mentally stimulated and also quite active. At the same time, we have this a little bit of a heavy push influence by the planet Pluto. And at the end of the month, we have interesting times because we have re-triggered the square between Saturn and Uranus. That's the big influence that was with us the whole 2021. It was at the very least on the background for our ambitions, plans and actions, because Uranus wants the leap to the future, the independent development, the freedom, authenticity. And Saturn is like the brakes. It's restrictions, regulations, obstacles, the past, the traditions, the older generation, and so on. So basically very contradictory energies with the square that is quite intense one. We will live through this now at the end of July, and whatever we experience at the end of July or whatever happens in our life will come to its end, conclusion, resolutions, the final decisions will be done this autumn, September, October, when for the last time Saturn will square Uranus, and then the planets go separate ways and the skies will clear a bit more. But let's go in order. On the 2nd of July, we have a pretty intense day because the two aggressive planets, Mars and Pluto, form a square. The aspect of tension and action. Mars is in Aries, that's your 2nd house, and Pluto is in Capricorn, that's your 11th house. So maybe you will feel pushed by or controlled or somehow like some tension from your friends, from your like-minded people, from group organizations or projects that you do with others. Because Mars in 2nd house wants to work and to make money, and Pluto in 11th house is putting the rules of society against your own desires and rules. You might feel irritated, anxious, you might feel this kind of oppression by someone, manipulation. Of course, it's important here to keep cool-headed, and we are helped by the trine between Mercury and Saturn. Mercury is in Gemini, your 4th house. Saturn is 12th house. So good focus of the mind, rationality, practicality. Yeah, if we stay rational, practical, cool-headed, we can come up with pretty good ideas of collaboration with big organizations, with the business, maybe international companies that can bring us some good money, good income, good for work. Cooperate with others for better career achievements, for example. Invest in group projects as well. And yeah, you can receive support from home or someone from abroad. On the 5th, the tension goes down because Mars goes out of fiery Aries and gets into the earthy, phased, grounded Taurus. No rush. For you, Taurus is 3rd house, and wherever Mars goes into our natal chart, there is the drive, the motivations, the ambitions, and for you it's to communicate, to share with people, to learn, to study, to travel, to meet others, maybe your own family members. Mars can bring some quarrels as well. Let's face it, Mars is a planet of war. So basically, either you can argue with your close environment, the people who surround you, or you can just exercise with them, do some sport activities, do some hiking, travel around. Be careful with speed here. Mars like to push the speed pedal more than needed. The same day, 5th of July, Mercury goes into Cancer, and then on the 18th, Venus goes into Cancer as well. That's your fifth house. It will be very nicely enhanced by these planets of communication, love, and joy. And fifth house is about love and joy. It's about having holidays, spending time with your loved ones, having romantic dating, being with your kids, play, be on stage, enjoy life. So you can have some nice fun activities here and meeting. Maybe if you are searching for your significant other, you can have pretty nice dates here, really. On the 9th, Mercury in 5th house squares Jupiter in your 2nd. It's a great time for thinking, for speaking with others, for sharing ideas, studying, traveling. And in your case, it's great for business, for financial investments in something you love, for earning money from your hobbies, buying something you like and brings pleasure and joy in your life. Of course, be careful with impulsive spending. On the 13th, we have a full moon at 21st degree of Capricorn. That's your 11th house. Remember, Pluto is here as well. So you see with this full moon more clearly about who are your true friends, who you can rely on, because Pluto in 11th also wants honesty. Pluto is all or nothing. Either you are my best friend and I can trust you truly and you will support me, right? And we will share and trust each other, or I'm quitting these friendships, these relationships, right? So full moon, you can end also some group project. There might be a culmination. Maybe you worked for some NGO and now you have this presentation, performance, market to support some charity cause, right? And this full moon brings the success, the recognition of you and your friends' efforts. As well, 11th house is money from our career, so maybe you are receiving your deserved salary and maybe a dream comes true. As 11th house is about our future goals and plans, and full moon is completion or clarity about where you are headed to. The same day, Venus trines Saturn, 4th, 12th house. Again, nice support from home, family, even maybe from your ancestors. You feel like this spirit standing behind you and supporting you from your subconscious. On the 16th, we have Mercury conjunct Sun. It's a special moment called Kazimi, when we can get some great insights, revelations, aha moments, if of course we are careful enough to hear our thoughts. In Bulgaria, where I'm located, it's going to happen at 10:15 p.m. That's Eastern European daylight time. So maybe you would like to check it according to your time zone, because the hour is important to relax, to meditate, to kind of, just breathe, write in your diary, basically be open to these insights. And because it happens in your 5th house, it can be information coming to you about your children, about your hobby, about what brings you joy in life, about your love life as well, and business as well. On the 18th and 20th, we have 2 intense days. Mercury opposes Pluto and then Sun opposes Pluto. We all might feel, each of us individually, like me against the system, like feeling this control, or having to kind of fight the bank, the business, the government, because of different reasons. But of course, the point of the opposition is to find balance, the middle ground. And for you, it's 5th, 11th house. So on one hand is like my own passions, hobbies, priorities, my own creative projects. And on the other hand is the big institution, organization, the big crowd of people. Should I follow them? Should I share my ideas? Maybe you're a painter and you're offered to participate in painters association, but you have to put money in and they wouldn't allow you to do your own exhibitions, right? So you have to balance, like, me and the others, my time and spending and sharing with others. my children, maybe time with my kids, and time with my friends or my long-term goals and projects. Besides, the opposition is always a culmination point of two planets which previously have met in a conjunction. Yeah, it's like the phases of the moon. You know, we have first we have the new moon, then the first square, and then the opposition, where we see things clearly, what we have achieved so far in the process. So Mercury and Pluto conjunct 3 times last winter, because Mercury was retrograding over Pluto back and forward. So that was December 2021 and then January and February 2022. I think it's significant, and think about it. What have you planned or seeded or started back in winter, and now you can have these tangible results. You can see where you stand. You can be like, okay, I understand, so here I am regarding my love life, regarding my plans to have children, shared projects and participation with other people in some group activities. Maybe you went to study to courses of salsa dancing, and now you have this kind of performance, right? So something like this. And yeah, it's important here to find balance and to enjoy the fruits of what you have achieved so far. Then on the 19th, Mercury goes into Leo, and on the 22nd, Sun goes into its favorite sign, Leo, as well. That's your 6th house. So that's quite enjoyable activities at work, actually. Meeting with your colleagues, with your co-workers, employees, finding people who are willing to help you, taking care of your health. Sun here will illuminate what you have to do in order to feel better, to feel good in your daily life. This kind of a work-life balance can be established here. Do some nice exercise. Share with others. Go to school of Pilates or yoga. On the 25th, we have a great day. Venus squares Jupiter. Those are 2 benefic planets. So big pleasure, small pleasure, good food, good hug. And Jupiter, of course, is about expansion and knowledge and shining bright like a teacher or a guru. For you, this is 5th, 2nd house. The same as on the 9th of July, feeling. So you might feel big pleasure in your love life. You might spend a bit more money on romance and children. It's about self-indulgence, pleasure, joy, romance. So overall, great time, but of course you might as well go a bit over the top. Jupiter is your traditional ruler, by the way. So here you might feel indeed very loving and lovable and happy. Oh, it might be also about just good food, you know, like 2nd house, how we feed, how we nurture our bodies. 5th house is joy and pleasure, so like spend some good time on romantic dinner. Between 26th and 31st of July, Mercury in Leo will make 3 squares to the planets in Taurus in your 3rd house. Those are Mars, Uranus and Rahu, the North Node, talking about karma and the future development. And see how much activity we have in your 3rd house. Mars is about speed and doing something and moving, repairing your car, your motorcycle maybe. Uranus is about just get rid of this old crap and buy yourself this new buggy or how it's called, this thing on huge 4 wheels, ATV, I think it's called. Yeah. So introduce some new technologies to your vehicle or to your social media, to your blog. If you work with internet, with websites, then Uranus here asks you to upgrade, to jump into the future, maybe to join these trading applications, maybe research about coding or cryptocurrency. And you can be very successful really online, teaching, studying, because here is also Rahu, and Rahu is insatiable. Rahu talks about the future, the young generation, everything new, unconventional, exotic. So we have a lot of this energy in your third house of knowledge, of skills. You really maybe will learn some new skills. Maybe you will start studying astrology and surprise all around you by this very unconventional choice of studies and knowledge. And you will meet like-minded people really from all the world, all around the world. While Mercury is in 6th house, so this all can be very beneficial for your work. You really have to modernize your work environment, your office, your skills, work with modern technologies, or maybe introduce new knowledge and modern technologies in your health. Maybe you will study how magnetic fields influence you. Maybe acupuncture, some ancient Chinese traditions, or South American shamanistic healing procedures. Something really, really exotic. Maybe you'll meet some unique healers, or go to this magnetic resonance research, right? It's like a huge tunnel and you go in it and it scans, like magnetic scanner possibly it's called, right? Something from like modernistic technologies will help your health. So as on the 31st, Uranus conjuncts Rahu, which is a big deal for like I think the whole world, regarding food, supplies, goods, money, finances. But also the same day Mercury opposes Saturn. So there is something like a triangle on the sky, which we call T-square in astrology. At the bottom there is this opposition between Mercury in your 6th house, taking care of your work and health and daily routines and responsibilities, and Saturn in 12th house, who wants you to be very thoughtful about your subconscious, your mental health, your emotions. So it's true that oftentimes physical body is just a last expression of inner blockages and inner pressure and inner suffering. So Saturn wants you to think of what holds you back psychologically, mentally. Maybe you will do regression, maybe something from past life or childhood, or some memory that seems to be a bit forgotten but should pop out to help dealing with your physical problems, for instance. Saturn wants you to get rid of bad habits, to pay more attention to quiet time alone, meditations, and taking them seriously. Introspection, maybe working with a guru, working with a psychologist, right? Saturn is everything traditional and massive. So, but here is the health axis, and kind of the apex, the tension of these two opposing, fighting sides comes through the upper point, which are Uranus and Rahu in your 3rd house. So meeting new friends, meeting new people, soaking incredible new knowledge. It can be scientific, it can be esoteric, it can be something related to astrology. Maybe you need to move, maybe you need to become more technologically savvy, maybe you need to open a business in the internet. And progress in your way of thinking, ideas, and communication style. Don't worry, this all might crystallize, and you might take final solutions and decisions about it already in September, after the last square between Saturn and Uranus. Last but not least, we have a great new moon at 5 degrees of Leo on the 28th. That's your 6th house. The new moon is conjunct Ceres, the asteroid talking about care, maternity, coziness, and food, nurturing. So 6th house, you might really think of a diet, new health regime, exercises, fitness, balance between life and work, right? 6th house is really physical activities, working space, environment, and your physical body, and how do you take care of those things. end of some difficult situations like repairments or helping someone. Maybe someone will come to take care of you and help you. And it's very optimistic new moon because it trines Jupiter. So Jupiter here can give a lot of options, enthusiasm, possibilities. In fact, from the 26th of July till the 1st of August, Jupiter is stationary, stopped to, it's preparing to go retrograde. So the whole focus of the universe is directed onto Jupiterian topics like justice, legal matters, international affairs, the war, because it's in Aries, personal rights, and so on. For you specifically, Jupiter rules you traditionally, so your body, your health, your initiations, your relationship with others, so you will be thinking and reevaluating those. Your 10th house as well, so your career, your social status, your mission in the world, want to be recognized, want to achieve stuff, yeah, so this will be your consideration as well. And Jupiter currently is in your 2nd house, so of course it is about work, finances, body matters as well, budget, food, and shopping. So yes, dear Pisces, that's how July looks like for you. Very interesting month, I would say. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and of course for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. That's really helping the channel and me professionally grow. I also always leave in the description section below the video personal contact in case you're interested in astrological or tarot consultations. I wish you a wonderful, amazing, successful, beautiful month of July. Take a good care of yourself, dear Pisces, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.